Hey guys, Dave here from JDH Reptiles. This is Clutch 15, and this video is going to be totally different because we just cut the eggs and we didn't have the camera running.
That's my bad.
Jamie made a mistake, and it's okay. Mistakes happen. But we're still going to go over the eggs with you. The pairing for this, the male was a GHI Mojave Scaleless head, and the female was a pastel. Pretty boring, of a pairing per se, but he actually had like 2 or 3 other females he was with this year and just didn't lock with any of them. So what could have been a really cool season for him ended up being this. Trying to look here, and he does have one other, and it was with a pastel Enchi, but he was also backed up with a different animal. So this might be the only thing we get from that GHI Mojave clutch this year, or GHI Mojave Scaleless head. But that's okay. When you see what's in these eggs, it kind of makes up for it. It was a really cool cutting. And you guys didn't get to see that, but you're going to get to see this. So let's go ahead and take the top off. And I can tell you right where we started, if I remember correctly.
We started with Pipper.
This one had pipped, and it was a pastel Scaleless head. So a really nice little pastel Scaleless head. We moved from there, I believe, to this one, and we have no idea what the heck this is. I'm assuming GHI Mojave Pastel, and then potentially Scaleless head. Then we went to this one and got a Mojave Pastel. And I don't remember, we never saw the head, right? This one, nope. So we don't know if this is Scaleless head or not. From there, we went over here and got a beautiful GHI Scaleless head.
I don't know if I can get the Scaleless head portion of it.
So GHI Scaleless head. And really, this is the only one we missed on the pastel. This one here, I think is going to be the same thing as the one next to it.
A little more pattern.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Dad. Maybe it's just
GHI Mojave?
Yeah.
It's got to be pastel.
I don't know. I think the other one's less. Look at the other one.
Yeah, I know.
The pattern is blushed out more on this one.
I don't know. Guess we'll see. And I think this is going to be Scaleless head. Looking over here, we got another pastel Mojave Scaleless head on that one. A pastel Scaleless head. This one's a pastel, and it does not appear to be a Scaleless head. And then the last one we cut was a pastel GHI, and I can't see its head, so I don't know if it's Scaleless head or not. But really cool clutch. Mom hit on everything except for the one GHI, and Scaleless head was on the majority of them, it appears to be. So, can't really complain at all about this clutch. We're happy to have it. I really wanted to get some more Scaleless head animals to hold back. We won't hold back all of them, but there will be a couple there that will definitely hold back. I love Scaleless head gene. If any of you guys have been following, the whole Scaleless controversy. Trap Talk with MJ just had Daniel from Constriction Addiction, who is the Scaleless guy, in my opinion. Just had him on for round 2. They talked about some more. Not 100% sure if this whole Scaleless head female laying eggs is going to work or not. Hopefully he says by next year 100% he'll know, because he's going to have a whole bunch of females. So he should have all the answers by next season. But even if not, the Scaleless head gene, in my opinion, is great to have. You're going to have not only the Scaleless head, which I think is really cool, but it also plays with the pattern a bit and helps to amp up the colors. So, in my opinion, it's a great gene to have in your collection regardless. Just if you don't want anything Scaleless, you don't want to put any Scaleless head to Scaleless heads. So, it is what it is.
You want to show Dad?
I can show Dad real quick. I mean, how can you not like a GHI Mojave? And then on top of that, he's Scaleless head. He's really low pattern. Here's his Scaleless head. And then very low pattern on the sides. But really cool animal. I love Scaleless head and what it does. We've got some offspring that we've held back over the last couple years. that look really cool. One to show really quick would be this. So this here is an Enchi Gold Blush Scaleless head.
The color's crazy.
So crazy. Actually, it's crazy, and she's probably soon to go into shed. But she just, look how yellow, how bright. The Enchi looks nice, and then that Scaleless head.
It won't focus on her.
She's so cool. Looking forward for her to be a breeder here in another year and a half. But man, just does some nice stuff. Alright, before we go, we do have 6 clutches that are in shed boxes. We got 2 animals out of this one who have shed, and I'm going to show them to you because they are different. So, this was the Cinnamon Lori clutch, and it was bred to a, we thought it'd be pastel. Maybe he's not pastel, or he just didn't hit on anything. But he's also a double visual VPI xanthic genetic stripe. So everything here is double het for G stripe and VPI xanthic. So I'm going to show you the difference between a Lori and a Cinnamon because they look very similar, but you can see the differences, or hopefully you guys will be able to see in the video here. First step is looking at the head. The Cinnamon head is kind of blushed out. There's no lines around the eye stripes. It's like kind of faded. So that's the first step. And this is a Lori. And you can see it's not as faded on the head. And the eye stripes have that black, bold border around them. And this follows in the pattern as well. Almost very similar like a blackhead, how it's got that black border. This does as well. And it's got all the little eyebrows. So that's a Lori. And then the Cinnamon doesn't have the eyebrows. The alien heads are chained together. And it really doesn't have that rich black border around everything. I mean, it does, but not compared to like a Lori. Definitely different animals.
And it's difficult to see on the actual video here, but in person, Cinnamons are kind of like a rich brown, whereas Loris have a little bit lighter tone to them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the blacks are definitely blacker in a Cinnamon. That's for sure. They're just really cool animals. So again, they've got 4 more here to shed. I believe we hit 3 and 3. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Again, hopefully the cutting went okay for you guys, since we did all the enjoyment this time. Not on purpose though. Make sure you check the links down below. We got Facebook, Instagram, Patreon page there. Also have our Morph Market page, which I urge you to check. We have, I think, maybe 10 animals available. Everything else is sold out since. So make sure you check our Morph Market page, see if there's anything there you'd like. Link down below to US ARC. And until next time, have a good one, and we'll see you later.